Yeah, so don't mind my aesthetic. I'm really one of those what you see is what you get type of girls, but every now and again I could dress it up. But right now, I am bathing my daughter. I'm also teaching her how to be self sufficient in a lot of ways. So she's bathing herself, and I'm supervising. I'm also a secretary in a Narcotics Anonymous group, and I'm also in the group. So I need to listen to the message because I'm a recovering addict, right? Then I just cooked something. It was like a oven frozen meal, so it wasn't really like cooking like I normally do. But still, that's progress. And I am struggling. Why do you ask, right? Well, I'm struggling because of the fact that I'm a human being, and being a human being sometimes is a struggle depending on who you are and what you deal with day to day. I'm struggling as well because managing my daughter and making sure that she gets to sleep at a certain time is difficult right now. And today I started my parenting class. So I'm thankful for that, because I'm putting things in place to be able to get help. But I just needed to vent. I needed to vent. I vented in the meeting. I vented in parenting. And I needed to vent again on here. I was a single mother who got pregnant at 16, raised my daughter typically by myself, and did a really good job considering I had not a lot of resources, right? So when I had my second daughter and experienced postpartum psychosis as well, and severe depression, I started beating myself up a lot. And while I'm not there, even though my baby's 9, and I've been in a lot of intensive therapy since, I still struggle a lot. And I struggle with why am I not able to do some of the things that I was able to do when I didn't have the help that I have now. I know if I say that fast, it'll sound confusing, but listen. Why do I struggle doing things that I was able to do with no help, and I have help now? And I was talking to my mother from another the other day. That's why I'm realizing that it's good to talk to people and to get out of your own head. And when we was talking, I got a breakthrough. Because God is working through me now. And maybe the reason why I'm not able to, or maybe I get overwhelmed by the thought of doing certain things, is because I'm not the same person I was when I was 20. And that's okay. And maybe the reason why I was able to do it and I wasn't as stressed out, or because I had no choice. My daughter's father was not there, and I had to do what I had to do. Maybe by God's grace I was able to do it. Who knows? I know that I have help now and I don't have to do what I used to do. My husband does a lot when it comes to my daughter, and I'm thankful for it. He helped me with my first daughter to a certain extent, but with my daughter now, he takes her to school, he washes her clothes, he feeds her, he dresses her. When I've been sick mentally, he stepped up to the plate a lot of the time because he felt like the first time I got sick and he wasn't there for me, that he dropped the ball. So maybe the reason why I get overwhelmed with doing certain things is because I no longer have to do them as much as I did before. Or maybe I don't have to do them at all, which is not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's 2 parents now, it's not one. I'm not a single parent when it comes to Sophia anymore. So why am I beating myself up? I also came out because I didn't want Sophie to hear me talking about her as if I'm complaining about her. Learned that too with this second child more than the first. But another thing is, there's nothing wrong with the fact that I might show up 50% because there's another parent who provides the 50%. But I'm there unconsciously beating myself up because I felt like I wasn't showing up 150%. I've had to show up when I was a single mom. And I didn't know why I was feeling so bad. And when I was talking to my mother from another, that's when I got the breakthrough. Say hi to my scarecrow. But yeah. Remember when I told you how your mind might not be the best place for you to stay at sometimes, depending on what you tell yourself? Well, I realized, and it took me 8 years because I started feeling like this after I got out the hospital when my daughter was turning 1, that because of the fact that I wasn't showing up the way that I showed up for my first daughter, that meant that I was less than. That meant that I wasn't as good a parent as I used to be. And that was something that I put all in my own little noggin. And it took me all these years to be able to realize what it was, because I never understood why, no matter what I did, I felt like I was less than. And that's part of the reason. Because of the fact that I can't show up the way that I showed up for Nevaeh because I have another parent that's present. So even if I wanted to, it would be impossible because I was both parents for my daughter. I'm not that for Sophia. So I don't know if you're struggling the way I was. I'll say I am because I just realized this, so I'm working on it now. But like I always say, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. I'm giving myself grace. I'm about to take a melatonin. I'm not sure if Sophie's taking one. I'm going to feed her after this meeting. I'm going to take a bath. I'm going to give some self-care to myself. Might put on a mask. And I'm going to sleep. So I could wake up tomorrow and have a better day than earlier started out. So give yourself grace, because I'm giving myself grace. Moms, dads, whoever, give yourself grace. You can only show up as much as you can show up. I love you for free of you, my TikTok family. And thank you for letting me share. And if you are watching this and you've never seen me before and I showed up on your FYP, can you please subscribe to my YouTube? Yeah, we need 10 more people. Can you please subscribe? We need more than 10, but can you please subscribe? I would appreciate it. And can you hit all my buttons? Thank you. Engagement helps and support is free. Have a great night.